right, we are live. Ready to go. Let me change this back.
Let me tone that down tone that down just a hair.
All right, get back to the comments. 5 online. Texas Donna. Nice. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I was just in Texas last year for the Garrett Memorial Hunt. Here's my mom. Showed up early.
Yep.
5 in chat.
I got family down in Texas. We migrate that way fairly often, or nice place to go.
Yeah, and when we went to the Garrett Memorial Hunt, it was in March last year. Of course, nothing was growing up here. And then we got down there, and it literally looked like summertime. It was a huge difference. Weather was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely loved it. Dad and I went camping. The grounds itself, they had their own showers. The facility was great. I can't wait for next year.
Heck yeah.
All right, wait for a few more to come on. Oh. So, Tim, how was your day?
Not too bad. Stay pretty busy.
Not too bad. Hey, Mr. Goldpan, how you doing, buddy?
Hi there, bud. I pulled straight out of this car twice, and it wasn't the problem. Well, it probably needed it, but by the time we got down to the bottom of it, it was hit by a deer, and part of the subframe was bent, like one of the holders. So I pulled it apart twice for posterity's sakes.
Now, did you guys get hit by that supposedly cold front that was supposed to hit us Monday?
Yeah, it got cold. It got cold, but not too bad. Or are you talking to someone else?
I'm talking to you. I know Mr. Beard, they got hammered with snow. I was kind of shocked because we didn't get anything over here. Hey,
John got hammered with snow. He said they got like 3 to 6 inches in Bartlesville. But wow. Here there was just enough snow on the front of my windshield and then on the back glass. But it was just like if you took like 2 cupfuls of snow and threw it on the windshield, that was about as much as it was. I think it was cold, but I think we were above the freeze line just barely. So we got a little bit of snow, but.
Yeah, we didn't get anything over here. Donna, I think it was just south of Paris. I can't remember exactly where the town is. I think my dad's on. He knows, but it was just south of Paris, the Garrett Memorial Hunt.
I'm in either Plano or McKinney very often myself. That's where, well, one's where they live and then the other's where they work. So, which they're both burbs of Dallas. So,
yeah, Canton, Texas.
Canton, Texas. I just seen that in the chat.
Chris, so you guys got about 6 inches, and then it was basically just gone the next day. Because you're not too far from Beard.
Mr. Goldpan, he said he's greetings from Amsterdam. I can't even talk tonight. Amsterdam.
Yeah, 54 at the moment down there.
Well, I think it got up to what? I'm trying to look. I didn't get up to 60 today.
Yeah, 60 something, mid 60s up here.
Yeah, right. Currently, right now, it says it's 56.
I'm pretty sure that front line is just right there. So it's kind of weird because Chris is more southeast of us, but that front line is just world of difference, man.
Well, this weather around here, it's finicky and crazy. Like it could be raining, hailing, snowing in like 2, 3 different quadrants of Kansas, and then in some spot it's sunny doing nothing.
That's true. So you did some hunting over the weekend?
Yeah, I only got about an hour in, being sick and all. Yep. What about you guys? How much did you get in?
So we did a lot of hunting Saturday. That local farm,
Right.
80 acres or so.
Yeah.
We did get quite a bit out there. We've been hitting this certain location where we have been finding stuff where an old homestead used to be, and we're basically just fishing out targets now. Relic mode. I'm just digging up. I'm basically digging up iron because anything that I can think that might be a relic that sounds pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
I'll just dig it up. But I did get an iffy signal, and it was a low tone, but it wasn't really solid. It was kind of chirpy, but it was
Mm-hmm.
consistent. I did my 360 around it, and it was still pinging off that target. And I was like, I'm gonna dig this up, and I popped it out, and then I went over it, and no signal. So I assume it just went to the side. So I got my
Mm-hmm.
pin pointer, and then I seen it. I was like, oh man, this is something round. So I was like, yelled for my brother. I was like, hey, I got something. Hopefully it wasn't a shotgun shell because it kind of sounded like one.
Right.
But yeah, I ended up pulling. It's not in very good shape, but got a 1866 shield nickel. My very, very first one. Can't see the back. It's all worn, but I can barely see the shield. And at the bottom, I can see the 6 at the end, and what looks like an 8, but it wasn't. It's not going to be an 86. It was discontinued in 83, so 1866.
Right on. It's pretty cool. Them are one things I don't think we find too often around in this area, really. I think it's far and
Adam,
few.
yeah, Adam's from Oklahoma. Adam Hernandez. Adam, you are officially the president of Route 66, correct? Hey, NorCal. You're welcome, Donna. But yeah, that shield nickel was probably my favorite find. We did find a bunch of little relics, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pop this up so I can start collecting. So you got a few Wheaties for them this weekend?
Yeah, a few Wheaties.
Uh,
No.
Local spot, your same spot like you've been hitting, or a different spot?
It's a new spot. It's a house that they're fixing to tear down, and there's a house next to it. And I know the gentleman, and he was wanting to try to find the property stakes because they're tearing down this place. I think these are it. I think it's that one, that one, and this one, I think. I tossed them in the front of here. And yeah, here they are. Yep. It was a 1919, 1935, and 1931. It's a fairly good age on it. So
That's awesome, Chris.
That's not too shabby. You know, fairly old enough, you know.
Well, any other news?
Oh, I don't think anything really crazy. I mean, I got a new spot that I didn't really get to try because when that cold front came through, and then being sick, but it's the gym is only standing, and it's an old schoolhouse, and it shows up on the maps from 1887. So, but it burnt down. They filled it in. The gym is still standing, and the outhouse is still standing. And of course, they filled in the outhouse. You know, the bottom, the base. It doesn't, have the dig in. I think they just filled in the hole, but the structure, the brick structure, is still there.
Yeah. I know we still got permission to hit that we haven't hit yet, close by to you, but we've really been hitting hard on this farm permission. Now this weekend, I'm thinking we might head to Kansas City, but I'm not sure yet. I'm still waiting on that phone call.
Right.
A buddy of ours wants me to come down and show a gentleman that just bought a Manicore and show him how to run it. So we're still working on that. Thanks, Chris. Still working on that. So hopefully I can hear from him Friday. If not, we're going to just head back to our normal locations.
Right.
We got over 90 acres on one, and then we got I don't know how large the other one, but it's a farmland to hit. And then my other buddy from work, he actually got a few permissions that he's been excited about and want us to join in. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the one permission that I got for that old schoolhouse is Joshua was talking about it, and he's all like, yeah, Carla was saying she wants me to come out to her place and this and that, and she knows you. I said, Carl, who? Mantooth? I said, because she's basically family, more or less. Oh.
Well,
is this the same spot you were talking to me about the other day?
I maybe, I don't know. So many spots in Sim, but yeah, he got the spot, and I went over and kind of scouted it out. But this is that schoolhouse we were just talking about. It had the gym still standing, but there's a lot of land, like where that spot is. We got all permission to go around it, and then she has like another 20 acres. There's between her land and behind it, there's a cemetery, and then the other part of the land where she has her mules and stuff. She said she thinks there's some history, maybe some traffic that went through there, and she said we can hunt that 20 acres too.
Dude, that's awesome. I think that's close to that wagon trail.
There was a wagon trail. I think it went through there. There was also I don't know. I'd have to ask Carl, but somewhere in that area too, there was also old train depot too.
Mm-hmm. So I know that location. There's an old wagon trail that went to Wichita for the cattle drive, and I've been kind of wanting to find the exact location because there's some certain history in gold deposits from if you know what I mean. that people hid out there, and I've been really trying to find that exact location. Now, I did find one of the old wagon trails that's going into a town south of ours. I've kind of zeroed in on that one, but unfortunately, I can't hit multiple properties. Some of it's owned by the government because it's really close to the train tracks.
Oh, okay. So on the spot you guys were going over your farm, were you guys still hitting the front of it, or did you actually finally go to the backside of that property?
So we hit the backside a few times. Now on the west side, the backside on the west side, we didn't find a whole lot, but on the very backside, we did find my cousin actually found a Indian head and then a old hotel token from the 1890s. So there looks like there was an old homestead back there, but the brush is so little crazy out there for us.
And I thought, that's what I thought the homeowner was talking about. I thought she said something about there was
like an I could see some form of foundation. I hit as much as I could around the thorns and everything, but I couldn't get any further down there. But yeah, there was quite a few things back there. But we've been mostly sticking up to the front where we know exactly where another homestead was at.
Right.
And then the open field to the east of that location, we don't know if there's any kind of homestead there. We kind of hit and miss a little bit, goofed around, but didn't find anything. So we're just kind of sticking to where we know where the foot
traffic. Yeah, where some foot traffic was. Yeah. Exactly. Right.
But there is a wagon trail that went across that property at some time. I don't know if it's going to be following the train tracks or go towards the creek on the north side of that. So yeah, we've been hitting that quite a bit over the past few years, and I enjoy it every time we go out there. We always find, we might not find a coin every time, but we do find some form of artifact, which is pretty cool.
That's good. Yeah, there's another place that her sister's fiance is trying to get me to go out. It's his dad's property, and I think he said on it there was somewhere, I think you could see somewhere along in there was the wagon trail went through there in that area. So that would be, in my understanding, it'd be northeast of Caney. I'm not sure exactly, but we're talking about landing in the same area where supposedly where Little House on the Prairie was. Because where they got the house it's close, but it's not exactly where it was. They've even said that.
Now they use that. The one I see on the highway that's advertised, that's the one they used in the movie, correct?
I think so. I think that was what I think it was one of the ones that the movie, yeah. Because I think in the TV series, I think they use something different, like a log cabin or something like that. But they said that it's close, but that's not exactly the area. And this other property I need to go out and check out is supposedly more historically closer to that area and all the traffic through there. So that would have been a wagon trail and stuff all through there too.
Do some recon.
Let's just go out there, try to look at the ground, see if you see some cut spots of wagon trail, and start hitting it. Might be one of them things.
Outposts like every 10 miles or so. So hopefully you can hit one of those.
Yeah, just try to find a trail and just start walking it. One of them you may have to hit it several different times before maybe you find signs of something. Kind of spots.
All right, I do got a mail call I need to go over. So I was on the Detect America live show 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and
Mm-hmm.
won I think their second drawing they had. They usually have about three drawings usually.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes more, and I won the second one, and from their dealer, metal detector dealer, the
Mm-hmm.
Gold Digger.
Mm-hmm.
Real nice
Oh,
guy.
cool.
And he's stationed out in New Jersey. Check this out. I was pretty excited when I got this. Large cent.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
cool. I've seen a bunch of them today. Large cents are such a cool coin. I've
Yeah,
seen
they
a bunch.
are. And this one's kind of smooth. It's 1831. And I do have another one that I got at the Garrett Memorial Hunt. It's in beautiful shape. It's an 1843. See if I a little better.
Heck yeah.
My camera's not the best.
Right.
Let me try to get full screen.
This is about the best I got one wise. There we
Did you
go.
get that one at the coin shop?
Yeah.
That's awesome. See if I can get a better picture of this one. My camera's not the best.
Well, you can still make it out.
This is the 1843.
Awesome. This one I got, it was 1852. Still pretty cool. Actually, I did see the first today. I've never seen any colonial coins until today. And he said a guy brought in and he bought like 5,000 worth of stuff. And it was a double-headed Washington. And I thought that was super cool.
It was Washington.
A double-headed Washington. And it was minted before Washington passed away.
Oh wow! How much were you selling that one?
I think he said he had to grade it and look at it, but if it right here, 1783, even if it grades at very good, it's $100 bill.
Wow.
Yep, it was minted before he died. Yeah, double-headed Washington. It says Washington on the one side and then 1 cent on the other.
Hey, Paul. Hey, James.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can see this, but it'd be this row right here. Oh, and he had some bust halves. I guess this guy collected back before like the 60s, and then after they stopped making silver coins, he stopped collecting. So everything he had predated 65.
Wow.
So he had some bust halves, bust quarter. Oh man, he had a really beautiful bust quarter. And then he kind of shot me kind of what it was worth and probably about what he was going to price it for. And I'm like, whoo, that's cool, but I don't know if I want to buy that.
I hear you.
I think it had a couple bust dimes, but they were all beautiful. But I think that bust quarter, I think it was pushing $200 because it was exquisite. It was a beautiful coin.
See you, Donna. Yep. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by. But
so were you with your wife at the time, or were you by yourself? Because I'm sure you probably saw those, and your wife probably made you leave.
No. I was on lunch. I had to leave. That was a lot of money for a coin, though. I was like, damn. It is beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, I wanted one because they were old. But here's something cool. I picked up along the way here. See if you can see that.
Barely. Here, let me get you a full screen.
I don't know if I could adjust the. Trying to debate if brighter. Yeah, it bleeds it out.
It's pretty smooth.
It's got some fairly decent detail. Excuse me.
Does it say 1 cent?
Yep. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. It's kind of shining it a little bit better. Make out what it is.
It almost looks like a flying eagle.
It is a flying eagle.
Okay. Oh, yeah, James just commented. Flying eagle.
It is a 1857 flying eagle.
1857?
Yep.
Dude, that's awesome. I wish I could find one of those, but I think we have to travel a little bit further east.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too, but I need to stay off internet on the weekends.
Hey
laugh.
Tim, man, how you doing, buddy? He's also in Kansas.
Heck yeah.
Which is further west. It's probably a little bit chillier over there compared to us.
So I bought a roll of wheat pennies. On the end of it had this beauty.
What condition?
Oh, let's look here. I was looking at it the other day. Let me run my brightness up so I could bring out the old eye loop here and see what we could see. And I would say
Tin Man, it hasn't came in yet. Hopefully soon. When it does come in, I'll probably do a mail call with it first, and then we have a couple spots we would like to hit with it. Now the magnets that I got still sitting on my front porch. I'll probably use those and probably film brand using that big one, the Titan, correct? I believe it was a Titan that he won. I don't know. I was on Jersey Ray's show, and he called me up. And he needed help. He didn't know what to do because he's never won before.
I would say 1892.
Oh, looks like Dad's found a flying eagle in Fredonia. I didn't know that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So I don't know. I'd say the condition on this one, I'd say good. And in the condition it is, according to the book, it's worth about $350.
Hey, Jared. I'm still waiting on that flyer to come out for Nebraska. As soon as it does, I'll let you know. So, Chris, yeah, the French are pretty known in your area. When we go down to the Missouri borderline, we find a lot of French stuff, and would like to get down to closer to where you're at sometime. I think we had a permission close to Springfield. Maybe it was closer to Joplin. But it was not too far from Beard. But yeah, there's a lot of French settlers down there, or travelers. So Dad said his was in 1857.
Heck yeah.
A block north of the square. So Dad's found a 1857. I found an 1842 seated dime here in Fredonia, and I didn't know Dad had found something like that. He's never told me that. He likes to keep secrets from us. I need to go through the collection.
Well, that's like freaking John and the dang barbers. I swear, I take him to one of my spots. I know it's going to be pretty decent, and and it's my luck. He's the one that pulls out the freaking barber.
Wasn't that like right in front of you too?
One was, yeah. I was like, look at this. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Freaking kidding me? He just, I'm like, you lucky old turd. He is just, yeah. Only two seededs I've came across is I bought them in a handful of change when I was picking through a silver bucket. But even hey, even at and looking at them and the condition of them I paid $3.50 for them, and looking at the book, they're worth about $15.
Yeah. Yeah, Tin Man, I'll message you. We'll probably wait a little closer to March because we're little sissies when it comes to cold water. But we do want to do some water hunting this year. We already got that planned out. We got the Garretts that we're going to be using for our water hunts. I do have a creek bed when the water gets down, an old bottle dump down there, and quite a span of that river that we want to hit. We did find a 1930s Cracker Jack token, so we're pretty excited about that. Magnet fishing down there, I think would be an okay spot. The water's not very deep, so I think we can just do our take our metal detectors down there. But I do have a few old docks that I want to take that new magnet out to. We did pretty good with our Amazon magnets, and only imagine what Brand can do with the high end one. Pretty cool.
I got a magnet somewhere, and I think it's an Amazon magnet or something like that. I need to take out. I hadn't did that much, but yeah, that's definitely, I want to do a little magnet fishing.
Yeah, we should go out. I like doing it warmer season. I don't have a whole lot of videos on magnet fishing. I think I might have 6 on one of those playlists.
Oh yeah,
not too much. When we do go magnet fishing, it's usually in Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
South Carolina, it's illegal to magnet fish. That's kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Basically, you're just cleaning up the water. That really sucks.
Yeah. That is crazy.
So Tin Man, the reason why it's illegal in South Carolina is because people were pulling out artifacts where they were not supposed to be.
Oh yeah.
Tin Man, like, what do you mean artifacts?
Probably artillery shells or something like that, I'm assuming.
Hey, Terry or Trey, I'm assuming. Terry's at a basketball game right now. Smurf him real quick. Yeah, his daughters are playing basketball. They're the Blue Streaks. They I think they're first in our league.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So they got 3 more games going on this week, and then I think next week is Sub-State, which I think they might be number 2 or 1 seed. Of course, Fredonia and Neoshe, they opt to compete in the Western Division. So after the first round of the Sub-State, they get to travel over by Wichita to compete, while everyone else, like Caney and Cherryville, all our local district teams, are playing in the east side.
Oh wow,
it's going to be interesting if they get state or make it to state.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready for some warmer weather. Like I said, got some stuff coming down the pipeline. Like I was telling, I think you guys or your brother, there's Carl has a friend that's gonna do a big natural hunt, and I think I told Brandon where that was, which it's a little bit of a drive, but what all is entailed in it sounds like really interesting. The guy's backing up and double checking the history. Dang, that was loud. I just heard of like almost like an explosion, and it like rattled the house. That was insane.
Oh no.
Hold on, I'll mute myself for a second.
Maybe another earthquake.
No, not an earthquake. It was boom.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
You guys don't got anything around you.
Is that a sonic boom, maybe?
I don't think it was sonic boom. I think that was boom boom. I guess it could have been or if it was transformer, because I've heard one of them blow, and that's kind of close.
Adam, I don't think it's supposed to. Oh, NorCal. NorCal. Adam, I don't think we're supposed to be getting any storms. Oh my. Yeah.
Now,
you never know. You never know.
The NorCal digger. Now that's a highly possibility for where I live in this town.
It's the same thing.
Oh, I will. In the town I live, that's a great possibility. Great possibility. I'm not gonna not say. There is some here in town, and that wouldn't surprise me if that is. I might have to pay attention to the PD page now,
or the scanner.
Oh, I don't have a scanner. Well, I guess there's an app that you could get that you could like. I think you might be able to pick up Caney, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, it was loud. It was like boom. Like wow, that was
No, I did not. And man, I did not see that.
It was louder than a 12 gauge, and it wasn't a car backfiring. It was a boom. Because her and Melody in the other room working on her homework, and she's like, "Did you hear that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was loud." Even my dogs in the backyard are hitting the back door, going, "Hey, let me in, let me in."
Oh no!
Don't know what that was, but
speaking of animals, it's like clockwork with my cat. If she's sleeping in my room about 3-4 o'clock every morning, she is at it. And I
think that's just most cats.
Yeah, it's one of those cats, and it wakes me up, of course, and I'll lay there. And if I try to get up to catch her, she runs to the bed. So I have to lay there, and I'll just start whispering. She'll usually jump on the bed with me, and then I'll just grab her and throw her out. I hate when she does that.
Yeah. This is something pretty funny. I don't know if I showed you last time of this. This is what my daughter drawled. We were talking on the stream.
Yeah. I seen that. That's really cool. How old is your daughter?
She is 13. No, 14. She just turned 14. But she loves drawing. But yeah.
I was like, is that Pikachu?
I don't think it's Pikachu. I think it's supposed to be a cat. It looks like a cat more than anything else. But she just likes drawing any kind of character. And to show you kind of the skill, this is another picture she drawled the other day.
Matt's really cool.
Which I know a lot of people, and I know they like watching it. I'll watch a little bit with them, but that's One Piece.
10 man, I think we're quite a ways from Fort Riley.
Yeah. Tannerite, I mean, that's a possibility. I still like the home cooking project comment.
Heck, maybe it's people still celebrating the Chiefs' victory over the 49ers.
Well, I called my boy the other day and I says, I got vacation time. How would you like to go to Kansas City tomorrow? Well, I said, we'd have to leave early because it's going to be a madhouse.
Oh, yeah.
The parade's tomorrow. And I was listening to the news and the stuff, and they were talking about, and the parade ends at Union Station, and Union Station, they're having their big thing. So it's gonna be crazy. They already started shutting down streets.
Wow.
I heard someone make the comment that they had a family member that is going out tonight and like literally camping out for tomorrow. I remember like the last Super Bowl and they did an aerial view of it, and all you could see was red and yellow as far as the eye could see.
Yeah, I watched the game. Started off real slow, but towards the end, I was just like, chest pain and everything. Just like, what's going to happen next? And I was quite shocked.
Union Station, I bet the museum's going to be packed. Oh, I bet everything's going to be packed.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything's going to be packed. Anything along that parade route, I've seen pictures of it. There was people on rooftops. I mean, all the sidewalks were full. It was, yeah. Back to back. So I imagine this year it's going to probably be just as crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Guy at work said that he'd been sick the last 2 days, but he's been at work. He said if he's feeling all right, he says he's taking vacation, and he's one of our service riders. He says, I'm going. My dad lives in Kansas City.
I got my youngest brother lives in Kansas City. I don't know if he's going to go to it or not.
I don't know. I'll probably end up watching it when it starts happening. I'll throw up because I have my laptop. I do all my log into all my service stuff, and I'll window over and I'll pop it up because they'll have it live.
Yeah.
So I'll pop it up in the side screen and I'll be watching and listening to it while it's going on while I'm working. I have a Snap-on a little Bluetooth boombox thing, and I Bluetooth my computer and I sync it with that, so I could crank it up if I wanted to. I don't usually crank it too loud because I don't want to be rude to everybody, but I turn it up loud enough that I can hear over what I'm doing. Of course, the head mechanic, he's like 3 bays down from me, and he's usually blasting, blaring something NASCAR. This is the something NASCAR show, and they're sitting there talking about the race. races and points and blah blah blah, and what this race is and what they're going to do for this and that.
So Tim Man has a question for you, Tim.
What part of Kansas? I live right on the border. And of course, if you can't break it down from the shirt here, Star nails where we're at.
I think it should be further closer to Missouri.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's look here. It might be.
He lives right on the Oklahoma-Kansas state line.
You know, I might be a little off on my decal here, and I've been thinking about. Let me close this out. Let me look. According to the lines, here it is. If I can get it to theirs.
While you're doing that, got about 15 minutes left in the show. So,
It's close. I mean, it's
close.
not probably 100%, maybe. It's close.
It seems a little off. It seems like it should be closer to Missouri.
Well, you gotta think there is 3 counties before you hit the Missouri state line.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, hold on. Mute myself.
All right, so I got a competition in April. Of course, the March one got canceled. We have our one in Oklahoma. I think we have 3 in May that we're looking at going. I'm still waiting on flyers for 2 of them in May, and then one of them in June. That's in Nebraska. So I got April that's coming up. Already have the flyer for that one. It's in Oklahoma, and then that's a 2-day event. So May we got another one in Oklahoma towards the end, and we got one in north of Topeka, Kansas, and then one of them that's not official yet, but it's here in Kansas as well. And then of course I got the Nebraska one in June. I wasn't planning on going to any fall hunts. Treasure Fest, I'm going to go ahead and skip this year. My dad might actually go to that one this year if he's up to it. Flying Arrow, what part of Oklahoma? So there's 2 in Oklahoma that I'm going to this year. First one is in Pryor, Oklahoma, and then the second one is Kellyville, I believe, just south of Tulsa. So I think it's Kellyville, Oklahoma.
And even if you go to talking about the one in Pryor, even Pryor's not that far from Tulsa too.
Yeah, Pryor's so easy to get to. 10-man Hutchinson. So the only time I've been to Hutchinson was during state basketball in 04, the 04-05 season in high school. Hey, 2 brothers. Let me smurf you.
Yeah. Well, if I could get this. So.
Get that up there.
Got
about 10 minutes left in the show.
See if I can get
that. We went over blinds. I went over mail call, future hunts that I plan on going to.
There's that gym I was talking about.
Hang on, let me get you. There we go.
There's that gym I'm talking about. You can see by the roof how old it is.
That looks really familiar. I think I know where that's at. Looks really familiar. I think I know where that's at.
But yeah, it's setting on pretty good. And then you could, I don't know, you can't really see it from the, yeah. Yeah, from this other picture, you can see the outhouse, but yeah, it's oh,
I still got mail to. Well, whenever I see you, I got your wife's prize. Then I got another gentleman up north, which I'll probably see him in the future, anyways. That I need to get a prize.
right.
Everyone else's prizes I've already mailed off. The folks that I can't really drive to. I have two
Right.
that's, pretty close to me, so I'll just here in person.
Yeah. Move stuff over. Yeah, that's like I said. The three Wheaties was about the best I did. About a handful of clad. 2 3/4.
Do you still go to the park? That local park down there?
I don't really go to the park. I think that park has been hammered so hard.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
All I've ever pulled out, I've never pulled anything old out of it, and all I've pulled out of it's clad and like a kid's ring.
Yeah.
Not even a good ring.
Now I know our park, our ball field that had the our county fair that used to be located there. We've hit it back in the 90s. I know it's been hammered over the decades, and we got to the point where we weren't finding anything really with our machines in the 90s, and then even in the 2000s, we randomly went out there and never found anything, and then we got our new machines. Got the Manicore, got the Legend, got the D2, and I was looking for a spot. My dad's like, "Hey, go hit those ball fields again." I was like, "Dad, there's nothing out there. We've already hit those for the past 20 plus years. Don't want to do it anymore." And he's like, "I'll just go out there and have fun." I was like, "Okay." We ended up pulling like 30 silver coins, another half dozen or more wheat pennies, buffalo nickels. I was just so crazy out there. We found gold. I couldn't believe it. And I don't know. It's just the new technology out today. It really made a difference.
Right.
Hammered permissions and hammered properties with those old machines that we grew up with, and then going out there with the new tech today, just mind blowing.
Yeah, I think with my location and how easy it is to get to that park, I think even it's been hit with some real new machines and been cleaned really hard. Because the only thing I've found old, and it's not even that old, was an old car wash token. So, I mean, 70s, 60s, probably car token, Yeah. And that's honestly the oldest thing I found out of there. But everything
I don't want to go back and hit those old permissions that we used to hit in the 90s and go back over them with the Manicore or the Legend.
Right.
And Brand's still learning the D2. My mom, she has the D1. She's going to be learning that hopefully soon. Right now she's using the Ace 400. But she also has the D1, and then of course Dad's metal detector's literally like right behind me.
Right.
The old Fisher, and he has a Legend and the Pro. All right, we got almost 5 minutes left, guys. Get your hashtag in. Let me go over the prize real quick, or prizes. So tonight's show, I got a $2 bill and war nickel. 42.
Good year.
42.
War nickel.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I shut my camera off, trying to conserve a little bit of power. My whole plan was to charge my phone before I left work today, and I forgot to.
When I go to work, I usually leave my phone in the truck. I don't like taking it in because it's a really dirty environment.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually just leave it in the truck.
Mine's usually in the top part of my toolbox, which that's probably one of the safer and cleaner spots of the shop. It don't get too dirty in the top of my box.
Yeah, NorCal, that's understandable. We've had so many of the years that we've sold. We're kind of we like collecting metal detectors, but in my eyes, if they're just going to sit around for years or decades, you know, someone out there would like to use it or want to try it out or whatever, or a kid, someone that's new to the hobby might want to try it out.
We talk about old. About old.
The old Garrett. We had a few old Garretts. Not that old, though.
Good old Garrett. And it works.
Oh. Lucky dog, you.
She works.
That's cool.
She does. She's got batteries in it.
You still got your whites?
Yep.
That's the Prism 5?
Yep.
Yeah, we still got the Prism 4. It's in the background somewhere.
She still works. Now how to play with all the dials and get it dialed in pretty good might be a little bit of a chore because it's old school.
Oh yeah.
I'll have to figure out what each one actually indicates. I mean, the obvious ones are obvious, but the other ones, like the VL and TR and some of that. There's another one. I'm like, I'm not sure exactly what that is. It's kind of a little before my time. John's like, oh, it's easy to set up. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you owned and used one too, you old fart. Hey, Junior. Yeah, I did have one of them.
Yeah, NorCal, I think my dad's first metal detector was in the 70s. I'm not sure what he had. He posted a picture of it. But yeah, his first detector was in the 70s. Garrett Corn Shooter.
I think this one.
Are you NorCal? You're the S75? I was actually looking at wanting to get one.
This is the Money Hunter. The Garrett Money Hunter. That's what that one is. Old school Garrett Money Hunter.
I like looking at the old machines. I really enjoy the whites. I wish they didn't go out of business.
Yeah.
I enjoy the whites brand.
Oh, yeah, I sell my whites. And then I have the other one, that very first one I started out with. I sold to a friend of mine for his boy, and his boy kind of got into it and fell out. And he's like, well, you'd be interested in rebuying this back? He said something about it here a few months back. And I said, I might buy it to turn around. Because I didn't sell it for a whole lot. I mean, it's at a Bounty Hunter. That's what y'all were talking about live stream. It's like, that was the first machine I bought.
My very first one was a Radio Shack. I think I was 6 years old. little Radio Shack that mom and dad got us for Christmas. I think I was 6 years old. And then my first one that I actually won at competition was a White's Classic SL.
I will say that
we got about 30 seconds left. Get those hashtags in. I'm at 11 right now.
That is something I've never won from anything I've gone or stuff like that, or bought into tickets when out at the tractor thing and stuff. I never won a metal detector. And that's in Mr. Ditto. He's won 2 years of metal detectors. I just can't get over that.
2 years. What was his first one?
He won a Garrett.
Oh wow!
I think he won a Garrett.
That's awesome.
So he won that Noisy Girlfriend, and then he won a Garrett.
Noisy Girlfriend. All right, guys, I'm about to draw. Want to do a countdown, buddy?
Yeah. What? 3,
2,
One.
That was so awkward.
One.
Yeah, one. Show me, Chris.
Show me.
Nice, buddy. Well, you know what to do. Let me get my mouse over here. All right, show me, Chris. I'm pretty sure you have me on Messenger. If not, email's right there at the bottom of the screen. Just shoot me an email or text message. Or if you got you might have my number. I think we exchanged numbers.
At one point. Oh, what do I got here? I'm making noise.
I touched the wrong button. But anyways, yeah, just shoot me a message, buddy. No problem.
You know what? I think I'm gonna slappy something here. Hi, sister.
All right, buddy. You got anything to say before we go?
Oh, yeah, I do got something to say. You doing one? You know what? I just pulled something out of my magic hat here. Let me.
You want to do another giveaway?
Yes, sir. So, like I said, pull out my magic hat here. This is it's not bad. It's pretty. This is the very, not the one I found, but the exact same year of the very first V-nickel I found. This is a 1911.
Let me get you solo.
1911 V-nickel. She's pretty and it's got some beautiful detail to her. It's not as pretty. Mine was a lot uglier because she'd been in the ground for a very, very long time. But
so 1911 V-nickel.
Yep, 1911 V-nickel. That was the first year V-nickel I found. I found a few since then, but that's the first year. I don't think it'd be just rightly fitting to give one away.
All right.
So
let me find
get your generator up there and give her another pull.
All right. There we go. All right. Hashtag CVMD.
There you go. I'll make it simple.
Our names are so easy.
Abbreviate mine, it actually makes it really simple.
Yeah.
CVMD.
Yeah. I just do TV and CV. Pretty easy. All right. 1911 V-nickel. Beautiful shape. What do you think? Good condition? Extra
Let's see here. Well, we pull out the Bible here and let's give her to make sure. Do my little cheat guide here. Part of it's there. Legible. Just all of it, but legible. Let's give me a little eyeball while they're doing all that. I know Liberty's there, but this is the defining piece right here. How much of Liberty is there? Almost all of Liberty. I'd say she's very, very good. I would say being conservative. I say a very good condition.
Borderline fine.
Yeah, borderline fine. Because
Nice,
you
dude.
can almost make out all of Liberty on her headband. The I is I think the only letter. It's there. She's a little faint. Back's beautiful though. Man, all the details in the back. Just the Liberty on the band. She's just a little, like I said, I'd say going very good to be being conservative.
I love V-nickels. I have a few that's in really good shape, but most of them I just throw in for future hunts.
Right.
But I have a few that I've actually got from competition that I was like, you know what, those are too pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and keep them.
I've kept, like I said, I hadn't found very many of them, but the ones I found, I kept for myself because, like I said, my very first one, and I think I've only found there's one. I
All right,
love
we
that
got
cigar.
12 in chat, which one of them is
Two,
so
3.
10 entries.
I've only found 4 V-nickels natural, and the oldest one is the one I really like, and that's my 1882. Okay, eat the cheese. That's fine. 1882.
I found quite a few V-nickels, but they're, you can barely tell what they are.
The ones I found, at least you can make them out. I've only found four V's, no buffaloes, and I got that one shield, but I didn't find that in conventional method, metal detecting method.
Yeah, I got two shields. Yeah, 2 shields, but one of them I got from competition. The other one was my very first natural. There's tickle. I love getting a bucket lister.
Right. Yeah. No, I found that one, but like I said, it wasn't metal detecting. So, but still, it's still a pretty cool one. But yeah, I'd still like to find one natural.
I hear you.
Metal
All right, guys, I got
detecting.
10 entries.
I'd say,
roll it.
yeah, roll it.
And 3, 2, 1.
Up.
Drew
Dude.
Betty. I can't remember Drew. I think he might be in California. I can't remember.
Yeah. Well, you should. Well, like you said, I think mine is still up there, so he should be able. My email address should be below my name.
All right, Drew. Email Tim. His email's right
Below. Yep, it's right there. Yep. TJ Smith 0508 at Gmail. Yep. Shoot me a message.
And that was Drew that won that one.
Yeah, shoot me a message that way I know what it is. Winning V-nickel or something like that. That way I in the header so I can pick it out because I do get a fair amount of junk mail in my email. You weed it out and then it seems like it comes back.
Mm-hmm. Look at this. Mom's found a buffalo nickel in pop machine change.
I found
he's in Ohio. I couldn't remember.
I found a Merc in like pocket change back from a store. It's been a few years back. I'm like, what is this? Oh, okay. It catches your eye. You're like, that don't look normal.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're getting off of here.
Yep.
Tim. Goodbye, buddy.
Yep.
All right, guys, be safe. Take care. Happy hunting, and I'll see you guys next week.
Yep.